Commonwealth qualifying continues on Thursday. Both Brazil and Argentina look good, don't they, basically, to qualify for Qatar next. Ali, stop making noises. 4 points, you can still do it.
Mommy!
It's still possible for Venezuela.
What?
According to the bookies, Brazil are actually favourites to win the World Cup next year alongside a side called France. Argentina, meanwhile, down in 8th. Which got us thinking, Ali, out of those two teams, which is the more likely to win the World Cup next year?
Well, according to the odds, Brazil, of course.
What about according to Moreno?
You have to go back to 2002, last time.
I know, we've discussed that. That's bonkers. That's 20 years ago.
Too long.
You had hair.
I had plenty of hair. Curly, flowing hair. That's all gone. When you consider that the last time these teams actually played a final, Copa America final, where was it? Brazil. Where was it? Maracanã. Who won it? Argentina. You think, maybe Argentina has a better chance because of the way that they're playing now, a team that has been very pragmatic defensively, that are really tied through the midfield, that do a lot of work and sacrifice themselves, and then they say, you know what, hopefully Messi does something spectacular. Maybe he finds Di Maria, maybe he finds Lautaro Martinez, and then we'll win a game 1-0. And that plan worked in Copa America. However, that plan, I don't think will work at the World Cup. And so therefore, I suggest that Brazil has more options to go to in the attack and more options to break teams down in the latter stages of the competition. I'll take Brazil.
Gab, do you agree?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Brazil as well. You have to throw in the caveat that it's going to be 15 months from now, right? So we don't know what Messi's going to be like. We don't know what Di Maria is going to be like. And you can say the same thing for some of the Brazilian players. The problem is, with Brazil, it is very much next man up. So that if some of the older players, if say Casemiro, the first months of this year are a testament to the rest of the season and he somehow loses his mojo, another guy can come in. They have those options. They have a lot more depth. And I also think they have probably the best manager in the world outside of Europe in Chiche. And I think that can really make a difference too.
But do they have the quality? You take a look at that starting 11, Jules. You think, well, which of those players will get into France's team? You'd probably go Edison and Neymar and no more.
Well, I think Marquinhos has a shout. I think Fabinho probably, Fabinho plays in the holding role. Casemiro at his best, I guess. I think there's a few who have a good shout to go into any European sides, not just France. I agree with Gav. I think Chiche is amazing, and certainly I would trust him more than Scaloni to find answers at World Cup in Qatar, for example. So I would go like the boys for Brazil. But we also saw at the Copa America that at times they lacked a bit of creativity, or certainly in the final thirds, they lacked a bit of something special in the final especially, but even before that, it was not always so great. So I think there's still a bit of work to do for Chiche and Brazil, but they certainly look a better bet than Argentina right now.
Gab, were you laughing at my suggestion?
I think so.
There was definitely some noises coming from the Marcotti basement.
Well, look, I can't believe that you disrespected Marquinhos like that to Jules, because Jules may be French, but I think he's just as much Paris Saint-Germain, if not more. So, yeah, it's a good thing Jules stayed cool there.
Oh, all right, God, the Gab and Jules team ganging up.
The podcast coming alive.
Right, so three players will get into the France side. That's it. Stevie, where do you stand on Brazil's chances?
You got to go with Brazil. Yes. All the reasons I was thinking that Ali mentioned about they won the Copa Argentina in Brazil, against Brazil. But again, Gab said it, it's 15 months' time.
Yeah.
You got to wonder, is Messi still going to be able to be the leader in that team? And if he's not there, for whatever reason, you wouldn't put a penny on Argentina, would you?
Well, you could say the same about Neymar, though, couldn't you?
But you can
Well,
also...
that's the thing, you can't say that. Brazil
is all about Neymar.
But Brazil without Neymar are going to be way better than Argentina without Messi.
You can also project that in 15 months what Vinicius Jr. is going to be. What he has become early on in the season. If that continues and that growth continues, what is he in 15 months' time? You have to assume a much better version. And if that's the case, it would be an elite player available for Brazil.
So CONMEBOL qualifying continues then on Thursday. Let's just remind you of those fixtures that will take place. It will be Paraguay against Argentina, Uruguay against Colombia, Ecuador against Bolivia,
No!
Peru against Chile. You've got home advantage, Ali.
No!
Venezuela against Brazil. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.